Hiya guys, welcome back. We are now on week 4 of our routine of holiday from Trolls the Holiday movie, the Christmas one. So last week we spent the lesson working on lessons 1 and 2. So this week we're just going to try and put the whole thing together because now, at this point, you now know all of the choreography. You now know everything you need to know. So it's now just a case of remembering where the steps come into at the different points in the music. So where you heard the singing before in the track, where it sings the same part further on in the track, you do the same moves that you did for the first time. Mums and dads will understand what I'm trying to explain here. So we'll start the lesson as always with a little warm-up, a little bit of a stretch. We'll then try and go through the last section of the routine with the choreography, the steps that you already know. Practice recognising where we need to do them and for how long, etc. And at this point in the routine there's actually 2 sections where you guys get to do whatever you want. So that's why last week I said that we needed to start thinking about that. We need to start thinking about moves that you want to do. If you want to do jumping, if you want to do skipping, if you can do a cartwheel, if you've got enough room for that obviously, then that's cool. Just whatever you wanted to do. So you've got 2 sections to do that, and I will let you know when those sections come in. But until that point we'll do our warm up and we'll finish off with a cool down just as always. Remembering our water, very important. I have a different bottle today. I couldn't find my regular bottle, so hopefully this one won't leak all over me because I've not used this one in a while. So far so good. Okay, so we'll start with our warm up. Also, I have a new umbrella. You can see that one there. So normally I have my big green one, but today I've got a cream one. This did have lights inside it, but the lights don't work, which is really upsetting because I would have loved to have had fairy lights on. So we'll start with our little warm up, and we'll go for this. Okay, so as always, starting with our feet apart and head up. There must be a higher love down in the heart or hidden in the stars. To center and down to your chest. Without it, life is a wasted time. Look inside your heart and I look inside mine. To center up to the sky again. Things look so bad everywhere in this whole world. What is bad? Center into your chest last time. We walk the line and try to see, falling behind what could be. Over to one side. Bring me a higher love. Bring me and to the other side. Bring me a higher love. First side again. Where's that higher love I keep thinking of? And last side. And roll our shoulders back in big circles. Try and get the elbows to touch at the back. Going forwards. Good, get your arms to shake. And your legs. So, oh, what is that? That's the thing, I'm going to be constantly checking myself for spiders today. Because there's been spiders floating about everywhere. And I had spiders on me last week whilst I was teaching, so I'd really rather not have that again today. So, going back to where we finished last week, we finished off with one day to come together to release the pressure. We need a holiday. So after that, that is our first section where you get to do whatever you want. And let me remind myself how long that is. You don't have massively long, but it's long enough. Makes sense in my head. Let me just check here. That's your clock face. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have 4 counts of 4 or 2 counts of 8, however you wish to look at it. But you have 4 counts of 4 to do whatever you like. Now normally I have the group that are performing this number in several lines, and I use that time to switch lines around so that everybody gets a shot at the front. But for you guys get to do whatever you want at this point. So you can skip in a big circle, you can floss if you like, you can do whatever you like, but it's the 4 counts of 4. So you count to 4 times for that bit. Okay? Mums and dads, you can help out however you wish to. 4 counts of 4, and that's whatever you like. We then go back into our turney step. So remembering the turney step, you're going this way, you're turning away from me. 1, 2, 3, clap, 4, back, 6, 7, 8, hand on shoulder, 2, 3, 4. So that should be the same as when you did it before. You hear it in the words, so I'll let you listen to it really quickly just now, just so I can show what I mean. So that's your waving. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, turny step. Yeah. So when it goes back into singing Holiday, that's when we go right back to the very start of the routine and we do our step, clap, step, down, 1, 2, 3, 4. See what I mean by hearing the lyrics and hearing the words? And the reason why I made the steps what they were so that it would be easy for everybody to remember, I tried to think of a different step for each word, each line, so that when you hear it, you know what steps come in. Does that make sense? I hope it does. So you do your own bit for your 4 counts of 4. You then do your turney step. So you need to be ready to do your turney step at the end of your own bit. You need to be ready to do that by the end of your last count of 4. So you go into your turney step, 1, 2, 3, 4, back, 6, 7, 8, hand on shoulder, 1, 2, 3, 4. It then goes straight into singing Holiday, so it goes straight into step, clap, step, down, shopping bags. Remember that one? Step, up, step, down, 1, 2, 3, 4. It then goes back into your box step. So remembering your box steps, you're starting with your right leg, and 1, 2, 3, 4, hand, shoulder, and again, right, left, hand, shoulder. Good stuff. So I'll go through that again, because we're whizzing through this. Because this is all steps that you guys will already know, the lesson might be a touch shorter today, but we'll see what happens. Because you guys already know everything, I don't need to spend long amounts of time trying to go through every step with you. And because we already went through everything again last week, it means this lesson's a lot easier. So I'm thinking if we get this routine finished this week, I might start a new routine with you next week. But we'll see. Try and get this routine finished first, and then we'll see about a new routine for next week. But I need to see these videos. I need to see them. and you guys can, oh, that was the challenge I was going to set for you for this week. That's well remembered. I almost forgot about that as well. Oops. I am terrified that my bottle's going to spill all over my t-shirt. It's already going all over my table. So, you've done your turny step back in, all of this. You've done step up, step down, shopping bags. Did that twice, watching where that bee is going, it's okay. You then do your box step, you do that twice, box step again, and I think you go into another bit where you get to do what you like. Let me double check. Ah, okay. Hold on. Have a hair on me. Let me check something really quick. Oops. Eee. Right, okay. So this is your turny step. Shoulder, up, 2, 3, 4, up, down, shopping bags, up, down, shopping bags, box step, box step, yeah. Stop. Right. I was right. Okay, I was right. So you do your step claps, you do that twice, you do your box step, and your box, you do that twice, you then have another wee bit, but you have less time. You have another wee section where you get to do anything that you like. You can do the same thing, you can do the same thing that you did in the last one, or you can do something different in this one, it's up to you. But this one you only have 2 counts of 4, so you've got less time. So if you're going to do something really spectacular, do it in the first one, and then do something a little bit easier for this one because you've got less time. So you've got 2 counts of 4 for this one. You then hear it in the music. You hear where you go into your stamp. We need a holiday. I think you have no. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. You do. You have another section where you get to do anything you like. As I said before, the easy thing about this track was that there was a lot of breaks in the singing and the verses, so it meant I could switch round lots of rows of children so that everybody could get a shot at the front. I don't have that now, so you guys have a lot more space to do whatever you like. The seniors don't really get that. Even the primary 4s to 7s don't really get that, I don't think, in this routine. So you guys are super, super special. You guys are getting to do steps that you want to do. If that's not favouritism. So, you do stand, we need a holiday. I then think you have another 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that second one, the third one, sorry, that third one you then have another 4 counts of 4 like you did in the first one. So you could do what you did in the first one again, you could do something different. I would recommend that you do the same thing that you did in the first one because you have the same amount of time for this one. So the first one you've got 4 counts of 4, the second one you've got 2 counts of 4, the third one you've got 4 counts of 4 again. A lot of numbers, I'm so sorry. You then have your 4 counts of 4 to do whatever you like. You could even just march on the spot if you wanted. You could do what you do at the very start, you could do your jumping or your skipping or whichever you wanted. Excuse me. It then goes back into singing Holiday again. So once you've done your third section of 4 counts of 4, you then go back into the beginning of the routine again, where you do step up, step down, shopping bags. Do that twice. Shopping bags, your box step, and your box, you do that twice. You go into your turney step, into here, all stuff that you guys already know. All stuff that you guys already know. Once you've done your bops here, you're then going back into your claps here, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Your roly-polies, remember that one? And then to finish off the routine, I know that's you guys coming to the end of it and we're only halfway through our lesson. You guys are good. You guys are really good. For the ending of this routine, normally I would have everybody in the group just go into a big group hug because it talks about we coming together, and I thought that was really nice. So if you're doing it with your mums and dads, or maybe your brothers and sisters, whoever you like, even if you're doing it by yourself, at the very end of the routine I want you to give whoever you can the biggest hug ever. I'm talking biggest hug ever. Squeeze them super, super tight. Not too tight though that you end up hurting someday, but a super, super friendly hug at the very, very end. So I think that's a nice way to finish everything off, because the routine sings about coming together, celebrating a holiday, and I thought that would be a nice way to finish it off. Because the first time that I did this routine I had 2 different schools doing the routine, as I explained earlier. Both classes learned these steps, but one class did their turney step that way and the other class did their turney step that way, and I had them performing side by side so that they would do that and come back in again. And I thought at the very end it'd be a nice way to show the audience that schools can come together from completely different classes and still come together and create something pretty. And so I had everybody just come into a massive big group hug at the end, and I might have joined in as well because I like hugs. So at the very end, big hug, even if it's with yourself. No problem with giving yourself a big hug. Sometimes you need a big hug every now and then. I know I do. I know I do, especially with this lockdown and me not being able to see any of my friends. So sad. Anyway, so I'll go through that again really quickly. So after your 3rd lot of doing whatever you like, so that's any step you like, and that's your 4 counts of 4, you then go back into the very beginning of the routine. So you're doing your step claps and your shopping bags. You do that twice. You then do your box step into your 2 bops here. You do that twice. You then do your turning step here and back. And then hands on the shoulders. Your 4 bops into your claps. 2, 3, 4. You then do your roly-polies. 3, 4, and then into your big hug. It looks really sad when I do it by myself, but trust me, this feels fantastic. Okay, so have a quick rest. I know we have time for a scheduled rest today. That's how hard you guys are working. And I just dribbled water down myself. There you go. Please make sure, guys, that you're drinking lots and lots of water. Although the sun's not out, it is still very bright and very hot outside today. So that's why I still have my umbrella up, just in case the sun decides to make an appearance halfway through and that I'm not having to kind of go, oh, can't see. I'm already like that when it's so bright. But I'm trying my best to make sure to not kind of be doing this into the camera, because that's not very nice to look at, is it? No. So, let's try that from where we left off first. Then we'll try it from the very, very top. I think you guys can manage that. Doing the routine all the way from the top, because you guys now know everything. You don't have to do your own steps just now. You could still be thinking those through. You can just stand and march, or you can be your snake if you wanted. In the parts where you do your own steps just now, and still try and keep up with the steps that you know. Okay? So we'll do from where we left off first. Okay, so I've got it to where we need it to. So get into your position for when you finish We Need a Holiday. It will go straight into a section where you get to do whatever you want. Don't worry about that. If you don't have anything thought of right now, do not worry about it. You've got plenty of time to think of something. Okay? Are we ready? Sorry. Are we ready? Look, you guys do it super, super loud every single week. And every single week I need to get you to get even louder. Do you think we can maybe be heard through my phone? Think we can maybe do it loud enough so they can actually hear through the phone? Ready? 3, 2, 1, are we ready? Yep. That'll definitely do it. I think we're ready now. Right, off we go. Your own thing? Turn your step. Go. Your own bit. Your own bit again. Top of the team. Go. Good. Not too far now. Turn your step. Last wee bit. And massive hugs. Good. Very, very well done, guys. That was really good. Do you want to do that one more time? Will we do it one more time? I think we'll do it one more time. Just one more time. And that should take us to about maybe 5 minutes before we finish. And we'll do a nice long cool down. And there's me thinking, listen, it's going to be shorter today. Ah. Let's do that again from the very top. We didn't actually do it from the very top last time. Then this will be us doing it from the very top for the first time. So remembering you're starting off, you can do your jumping, your skipping, your marching, your snake. I prefer being a snake. Who doesn't like being a snake? I don't know quite what this is, but ready, go.
Come on.
Go. Turn your step.
Just one day out of life. Just one day. You would be
From the top.
nice one day. Oh yeah, celebrate. Come on, let's
Box
celebrate.
step.
Celebrate.
go. Up step. That's it. Turn step. Last bit. And massive hug. Very well done. I don't know about you guys, but I am roasting. So let's have a little wee drink. And we'll start a wee cool down. Very, very well done, guys. If you're managing to keep up, very well done. If not, as I've said through other weeks, don't worry about it, don't stress too much. You can always rewind this video and work through it at your own pace. Yeah? Don't worry about trying to keep up with me. As long as you can manage it, and you can do what you can manage, then that's all we ask for. And we make sure that we're having fun. Please keep the focus on fun, guys. It's very, very important that we do that, especially now. So let me find a wee track for you to do a cool down to. Let's do... Let's do this one.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say.
Okay, so feet apart and head up.
Sunshine, she's here. You can take a break.
And down to your chest.
I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space.
And to the
With the
sky.
air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because
And to your chest.
clap along if you feel like a room without a roof.
Go to one side.
Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because
Other side.
clap along if you know what happiness is to you.
First side.
Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do.
And last side.
Here come bad news, talking this and that.
Roll the shoulders
Give
back.
me all you got, don't hold it back.
Forwards.
I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine.
And a shake.
No offense to you, don't waste your time. Here's why. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof.
And with that, we are coming to the end of our lesson. Very well done, guys. So, your challenge, before I forget. Your challenge for me is when you're filming your routines, I would like you to be in any kind of bright colours you can. Every bright colour you can. Reds, yellows, greens, oranges, purples, whichever bright colours you have, put them all on. All of them. I would like you to look as ridiculously bright and cheerful as possible. And I would also like it if you guys had big smiles when you recorded yourselves doing this. Because I think that would be a massive, massive ray of sunshine. Which I don't have right now, but you guys can be my ray of sunshine. Can you do that for me? Can you guys be my ray of sunshine, please? So every bright coloured item of clothing that you have, pop it on and record yourself doing the dance for me and have big smiles when you do it. Please? That'd be really, really good. It'd be really, really cool as well, I think. I tell you what, if you guys can manage to do that, I will try and wear something brighter for the next routine. Okay? Thank you so much, guys, for taking part in this. It really, excuse me. It really, really nice to know that there's so many of you doing it. My boss has been telling me the numbers as they've been slowly getting bigger. My goodness, there's so many of you. So it would be amazing if every single one of you tried to take part in this challenge and we got some videos sent in and we can get them posted up with mum's and dad's permission, obviously, and we can share them and people can enjoy them, and even other people might try and copy you. People might take inspiration from your dance moves that you guys create and they might put it into a routine that they're working on. We can all share things from each other in this. So I want to thank you guys again massively so much for taking part in this, and I look forward to seeing your videos. So remember, bright colours, super bright, and big smiles when you record yourselves. Alright, and with that, thank you and bye bye. And it isn't a video without me not clicking the right button.